Today, simply sending out landlord letters and working with estate agents is no longer enough, because just focusing on these outdated strategies, which deliver poor results anyway, leaves you waiting for property owners to call you. Almost every decent property investor is hitting these lists, and your mail is not getting read, or worse, it's ending up in the bin. So simply sending out landlord letters and working with estate agents no longer gives you any kind of advantage in the market. You need a steady flow of investors that want to buy and work with you on a consistent basis, distressed sellers that want to negotiate, and struggling landlords that need your help filling their tenancy. Just using sites like Zoopla and Rightmove no longer ensures a fresh supply of opportunities, as property sources or estate agents have already done the deal and are now either filling the tenancy or looking for a buyer for the property, making these property portals useless for generating deal flow, as you hardly speak with the vendor direct, as you're reaching your target market too late in the process. You want to be the person that has listed the property on these portal sites, so you're the person who makes revenue when the property sells or you fill the tenancy. Fact is, today it's never been easier to sell properties or get tenants. There are more training courses and YouTube videos on this topic than ever before, and we now have platforms like Open Rent, Prime Location, and Purple Bricks, which make this getting eyeballs on your property project brain dead simple. So why is it that with all these advantages, we still see more than 8 out of 10 property sources struggling to find investors that they work with on a consistent basis, and property opportunities, landlords, property owners that once linked to an investor generates you an income? With the amount of creative strategies that are available to property sources, which helps you to carve out a profit for yourself in any property deal, the biggest thing that's lacking from all the courses and training out there is the marketing element is totally skimmed over. How are you supposed to use your training if you don't have enough, or in most cases, any landlords to speak with, let alone do deals? Truth is, while most average property sources today understand the mechanics of how to set up a website to get motivated landlords and distressed sellers, and know plenty of online tricks and techniques, what they're missing is a proven process for generating consistent opportunities day in, day out, filling your pipeline with opportunities that go on to generate you revenue by either adding their property to your portfolio or packaging the deal for your investors to increase cash flow instantly. How about you? Can you say honestly that right now you have a proven, reliable, and predictable process for generating investors, property owners, and motivated landlords every day that generates lots of new properties that can be managed or bought below market value while building goodwill, while creating referral business without any obnoxious selling? If not, have no fear. I want to share with you a new and different process for getting new investors, property owners, and motivated landlords and close property deals just by connecting them together. A bold statement, I know. This new and unique method is being used by property sources just like you to match property buyers with property sellers, making an income from the sale of the property with little to no money down. If you're looking to get a steady flow of investors that will fund all of your property projects moving forward, or perhaps you want to buy, refurbish and sell for a profit but you have simply run out of deposits, property investors, sources and property deal makers are using the reverse property sourcing method, which is powered by the reverse marketing engine, allowing you to attract investors to you by becoming an authority in the property space. Toyo, one of our 10-week bootcamp members, was struggling with just getting started, and in less than 30 days he had negotiated a below market value deal that was worth £30,000. He has subsequently started to work with our head mentor, Jason Raja, to accelerate and scale his property business. And Andy, who has gone from strength to strength since he has started using the reverse property sourcing method, where he packages deals with the local authority and truly helps the housing crisis in London, allowing the less fortunate in life to secure a home for their family for good, shortening the long waiting list if you need to apply for this type of housing. The revenue generated over the last 6 months alone has allowed Andy to take some time out in Dubai before continuing on his mission to give back in the London community. And Samuel, who has gone through the reverse marketing engine training and understands how to launch an effective marketing engine that attracts properties in his area to him and investors to work with on a consistent basis. He is just about to expand into the north of the country, where he is attracting a triad of property audiences: landlords that want to get their property managed, property owners that want to sell, and investors that want to buy. By generating all three opportunity types, you open the door to close much more business, as it's now just a case of fitting the right strategy to the right property. Some are rent to rent, some are serviced accommodation, some are purchase lease options, which can be super profitable, And some are package deals where he works with a third party to get a percentage of the entire project profit, allowing Samuel to scale and grow his property business quickly. Now it's your turn. Click the link below if you're on a desktop or up in the corner if you're on mobile. You'll be brought to a page that looks like this, where you can register for a free masterclass that breaks down the whole process. The reverse marketing engine has generated over £12 million worth of motivated sellers that need your help selling their property in the last 30 days alone. The reverse property sourcing method is the most effective way to get a consistent flow of property opportunities to work with you on a daily basis. But how do you find investors that you can then sell those deals onto? Without the investors, you have no exit strategy. Unless you have an endless supply of deposits, you need to wait 10 to 15 years for the capital appreciation on the properties that you may have in your portfolio. By attracting investors that fund all of your projects moving forward, it provides you with a cash flow to buy your own or even your first investment property, without you spending large sums of money on advertising, but securing a profitable flow of investors and opportunities. In fact, as you'll see, it works in all cases without you ever needing to make cold calls or pester your family or friends about this new thing I found. What you're about to discover is turning the property market on its head. It's the same property method that's helping landlords daily to get management for single lets, 3, 4, even 6-bedroom HMOs all over the UK, helping landlords to secure a consistent rental income even if the tenant doesn't pay, while attracting lucrative investors that are cash rich due to the unexpected economic bounce back. Now, this is not magic. The Reverse Property Sourcing members get access to over 10 hours of video training that gets you ready to close business consistently. If you need a consistent flow of property opportunities, we can help with that. If you need to connect with investors that are looking for projects to fund, then this is for you. If you're simply fed up and have been let down by property courses in the past, then this is a no-brainer for you. And if you want a pool of investors that you can work with, getting investors the deals they need, then you need to listen until the very end. The solution I'm going to share with you is unlike any of the common ways to get investors to work with you. No sleazy, scammy, high-pressure tactics, no hidden fees or upfront costs, and no hyped-up, exaggerated claims or obnoxious sales pitches, none of that. Instead, the method you're about to discover gets you what you need in record time, allowing you to just sit back and relax as all the work is done for you, with new opportunities becoming available every new day. So click the link below if you're on a desktop, or top right if you're on a mobile. You'll be brought to a page that looks like this, where you can register for a free masterclass that breaks down the whole process. And yes, this will work for you whether you've got one, none, or many properties in your portfolio. You're a seasoned pro or a brand new beginner looking to make income from property. So click the link on your screen now to register for the free masterclass to get started.